My in-laws are obsessed with me. Episode 93. Lord Phineas, should you be out of bed? How are you feeling?
I'm fine. No matter what you say, our family is in debt to Her Grace. Apologize to her right now. I understand why you acted the way you did, so I won't reprimand you for your emotional outburst that day. But you cannot direct your anger toward the wrong person.
I apologize.
Yes.
I was simply confident in my opinion as a doctor. I admit I can be clumsy with my words. But you know just as well as I, Lord Phineas, that I was not wrong. I just...
Right. As a doctor, you have already witnessed several deaths, and would naturally doubt that my seizure could be fixed so easily. But that's not the only reason you reacted that way. You let your emotions get in the way of your judgment when you doubted Her Grace. If I had known you would act like this, I would never have requested a doctor. And there's the matter of your drug use in front of a sled.
I
kept quiet even though I knew. I know many people are disgruntled that I officially adopted a sled. But that doesn't mean you should envy a child. You scolded and framed her. How can you call yourself an adult? Is that how I taught you? I also talked to you several times about your attire. Pull yourself together. Never mind the gossipers, but you'll lose your reputation. How do you expect to do your work as a doctor dressed like that? I'm sorry, Your Grace. I am indebted to you once again. Honestly, I'm grateful you even stayed for this long. You saved my life.
I'm glad everything worked out. I was worried I was wrong.
But you seemed quite confident.
I was only desperate. Like the doctor said, my case and yours are not identical.
Before you presented your hypothesis, we had discovered another theory. The cuff's effectiveness also proved our theory correct. Dark magic cannot be superimposed on top of dark magic. We can now assume that the Lapileons' curse and the cuff are both forms of dark magic. When a Lapilion is exposed to another Lapilion's blood, nothing happens. But intermarriage strengthened the curse, so there must be more rules to the curse we don't know yet.
Right. We are not sorcerers, and we may not be able to understand all aspects of the curse. But we can at least conclude that different types of magic can override and nullify each other's effects.
It looks like my near-death experience is coming in handy.
Lord Phineas, how did your experiments on the poison go?
As we expected, we could not eliminate the toxicity of the poison. After all, the blood isn't what's wearing the cuff. As soon as the blood left my body, it escaped the effects of the second curse. Perhaps the princess knows our curse better than anyone else. I can't believe someone so young could be so powerful, but we have to return to the capital for now.
Already?
Staying close to her will be safest. Now that we have our first clue, we have to move. If we can find more cursed items like the cuff, it will make our seizures safer. It won't take long to finish up the urgent business here. Once the weather warms up, the palace will host a New Year's festival. That will be our best timing. We should aim to strike when everyone is preoccupied with preparing the festivities.
Excuse me, but Mrs. Slut has been asking for Lord Phineas. Are you not sick again today?
I'm fine.
Really? Tomorrow, too?
I'll be fine tomorrow. That reminds me. You must have spent all your time in the castle. Therdeo will be taking some time off soon as well. Why don't you tour the lands before you leave?
His Grace will be taking time off. But he seems busier than ever these days. As Lord Phineas predicted, Therdeo's outings became less and less frequent. A few days later, I suggested we visit the village together. He falls asleep so fast these days. I was busy enough myself with everything that happened to Lord Phineas. I can only imagine how much stress he must be under. At least everything worked out in the end. Hope he'll have a chance to catch his breath on our outing. That day, he looked like he wanted to tell me something. I hope he can tell me what's on his mind once we're outside. That night, I had no idea how I would feel in a few days.
Pereshati.
Don't worry. The butler will lead me. And I familiarized myself with all the safety precautions. You don't need to worry about me. See you later. Episode 94.
At a cottage nearby the village, you will find a small garden with medicinal herbs. Can you pick some for me on your day out with Therdeo?
An herb garden in the forest. This was supposed to be a quick stop for the two of us.
Your Grace, you needn't pick your own herbs. You'll struggle to dig through the snow to find them. You've already done enough. And if you were to get hurt,
I won't stray too far. I'm glad I get to spend the day outside, at least. And having something to do will keep my mind busy. Though he didn't sound too urgent, I can never take Lord Phineas's words too lightly. It must be something important for Therdeo to postpone our plans. I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up on spending the day together in town. I can't believe I let my disappointment show. There was no reason for me to get upset about it. But what is up with that doctor?
I'm sorry about everything. As an apology, I will help with your work, Your Grace. What are you doing today?
I feel less and less comfortable around her. It was bad enough when she would be so obviously rude to me, but I almost prefer that to this. At least she was honest back then. Now I find her staring at me whenever she gets the chance. Whenever I look around to see if she's still with me, she's gone. When I go to look for her, I find her speaking to Therdeo about something. Based on her demeanor, she must be talking about me. Even Therdeo only greets me from afar now. I find his behavior even more confusing than the doctor's. And why? Am I so bothered by it? Let's focus on finding more herbs. Oh, it's a hill.
Your Grace? Are you all right?
I didn't see it in the snow. I slid down a small hill, that's all. So frustrating. I thought Therdeo would be pleased to see Lord Phineas recover. But I can't even tell what he's thinking since I rarely see his face. How can it be harder to see him now than when I worked outside of the castle? Although I tried to convince myself otherwise, I know he must be avoiding me on purpose. He's always like this. If I get too close, he hides. Then he'll get closer, only to hide again. Oh, the herbs.
Are you all right? Are you hurt? Can you get up?
What? I was just lying down. I'm fine. I never imagined he would come running immediately. But does he really need to make such a big deal of it?
Checking for injuries.
I'm really not hurt at all.
We should stay here for the night. The weather is too harsh, and you also need some rest.
Here? Then where will the night stay?
They know this area well. They'll take care of themselves.
I never thought we would spend the night here together. What a unique experience. Sigh.
I always seem to keep you waiting.
It's been a while since we sat down to talk like this. These days, every time I see you, you're with that doctor.
Ah. I was worried you'd be disappointed in me.
Pardon.
I'm both grateful and sorry about what happened recently. There was so much I wanted to say, but I couldn't figure out how to say it. But I still wanted to know how you were doing. From someone, anyone.
You could have just talked to me directly.
I didn't trust you. That night, I was afraid. I almost lost both you and my uncle. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to treat you the same way if my uncle died because of your theory. And I thought you'd be disappointed in me for even thinking such things. So I couldn't bring myself to talk to you.
Even if you had told me the truth, I still wouldn't have resented you. I would have understood even if you had banished me from the family. As the head of the household, you have to minimize risk for your family.
Pereshati.
Did you really think I would be so weak? You wrestled alone with the idea that you disappointed me. How am I supposed to know what you're thinking if you just bottle everything up? This place is unfamiliar to me. Do you know how hard I had to work to stay calm? If it weren't for you, I would never even glance at a book of spells.
I'm sorry, so let's stop.
I just want to do for you as much as you've done for me. I know you feel a lot of pressure, so I wanted to be there for you. All I want is for you to feel comfortable for at least a single day. I don't want someone else to use me as an excuse to hog your time. But learning that everything was out of concern for me, frankly, I'm starting to feel defeated. I've also been thinking about you, but you won't even speak to me. So how am I supposed to tell you how I feel?
Do you mean?
Ow.
Did you burn your tongue?
No, I just drank too fast.
Let me see.
I just need to cool down. And I need some fresh air.
I'll go, so stay here.
Huh. But What? Is he really going outside alone? What does he plan on doing out there? I've never met such a silly man. At first, he seemed too perfect. Now I'm just frustrated that he won't share anything with me. He hides himself. And keeps hiding. Despite his secrecy, I can see how much he worries about me. I can feel his care in every gesture. That's why I can't stop thinking about you.